Stuart Rhodes, founder of Oath Keepers. For those of you who know about Oath Keepers, you need no introduction to our mission. For those of you who don't know, the basic mission of Oath Keepers is to reach out to all current serving military. All of them took the same oath that I did when I served as a paratrooper. And that oath is to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And our mission is to remind them that their oath is to the Constitution, not to any politician. But further, we also want to make sure they understand the Constitution they swore an oath to defend. If they don't know the Constitution, how can they possibly defend it? So that's our mission, to reach them, teach them, and then inspire them to keep their oath. Now, from the very beginning, if someone told me, hey, what would be your best wish? What's the grand wish you could ever have? I always answered, well, if someone gave me $1 million, what I would do is I would put a care package in the hand of every service member in the U.S. military and all the branches. In that care package would be instructions on the oath, on the obligations of the oath, and instructions and education materials on the Constitution. So if we had unlimited resources, that's what we do. Put a care package in the hands of every active duty service member to teach them about the Constitution they swore an oath to defend, remind them that their oath is to that Constitution, and then to give them examples and some inspiration to make sure that they have the courage to keep their oath. And so we're going to do it. We're not going to wait for someone to give us $1 million. We're going to start right now. And so we're going to do it one package at a time, 10 at a time, or 20 at a time. How successful we are and how fast we go depends on what you're willing to do to help us. Here's how it's going to work. From November 11th, Veterans Day 2009, all the way through to December 15th, which is the anniversary of the Bill of Rights, we are going to have our first big drive to put care packages in the hands of current serving military members, whether they're stationed here at home or deployed abroad. It doesn't make a difference to us. We're going to reach all of them we possibly can between now and the end of the year. This is the first drive. We'll have others as we go forward. This big one, we want to make a success and get as many out there as possible. So what we're going to do is put together packages of Oath Keeper education materials that will wind up in the hands of current service members. Whenever you donate $20, that will put a package in the hand of a current serving military member. And in that packet is going to be a copy of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. As I said before, if they don't know the Constitution, how can they possibly defend it? And they should also know and understand the Declaration of Independence, which is this nation's birth certificate and a fantastic summary of the principles of our republic. They will also get a DVD which will contain some of the speeches from our gathering at Lexington Green on April 19, 2009, but also educational speeches on the obligations of their oath. One of them is going to be by current serving Naval Commander David Gilley, who gave us fantastic hour-long expose on the obligations of the oath under Article 6 of the Constitution at our first annual convention.
And so when Seaman Gilley receives an unlawful order, it is his place to say, sir, why are we doing that, sir? How are we doing that, sir? By virtue of what authority? Respectfully, sir? And if it's an admiral or a general, it doesn't matter. Same thing.
Commander Gilley is an outstanding teacher, and we think and believe that his instruction on the Constitution will square away all the current serving. There'll also be inspirational videos and clips in there from other well-respected veterans. And also we're going to have a handbook, much like the same size of the Constitution packet here. There'll be a handbook that will be an Oath Keeper's handbook. You've probably heard of Ranger handbooks or Special Forces handbooks. This will be an Oath Keeper handbook, which will contain written instruction and education on the obligations of the oath, making sure they understand that the oath comes from the Constitution itself. It's not just a good idea or a tradition, it's something the founders put in the Constitution, requiring an oath for all officers at all levels of government to take an oath to support and defend the Constitution. So that handbook will teach them more about the oath, more about the Constitution they swore an oath to defend, and give them inspiration to keep that oath. The authors of that handbook will be Commander David Gilley, current serving Naval Commander, and also retired Special Forces Major Rex McTeer, and myself. The three of us will be the principal authors, with cameos from other current serving and retired military officers as well. Now, this whole package will also include an Oath Keeper's bumper sticker and other neat little Oath Keeper items like that, and also a tab. Now, we recently had an active duty military member from Iraq send a photo in of his shoulder showing an Oath Keeper tab velcroed on his ACU. This was not a tab that was made by Oath Keepers. This was something that this current serving military member had made up himself. But we thought that's a pretty good idea, so we're going to make up tabs like that with Velcro on the back that could be attached to an ACU uniform, and we're going to send those to all current serving military members as our token of appreciation for them keeping their oath. So the bottom line with this is, just like everything else Oath Keepers has done, everything you do can make a big difference. Every time you donate $20, you will know that it's going to put one of these packages into the hands of a current serving military member of the U.S. Armed Forces. If you don't have money to donate, that's fine. You can give us names. If you have the names and address of the current service member, whether they're friends, family, however you happen to know it, you can send in names. Now, to contribute either the money or the names, you can go to OK4TROOPS.com. That's the website for this initiative, for this effort. And as I said, every $20, if you put in $100, that's 5 packages. We're going to reach 5 current service members. Or if you give us names, say you're just flat broke, but you know someone current serving in the military, great. Just give us some names and addresses so we can send those packages out to them. We'll do the rest. So whether you have money or not doesn't make a difference to us. You can help. Now, you can also, of course, donate money and then supply the names that you want the packages sent to, names and addresses. Or if you want, you can purchase the packages. We'll send you the package, and you put the Oath Keepers package in with the care package you construct for yourself. Whatever you want to send to them in your own custom care package is fine with us. We'll provide you with the education materials, and you do the rest. So do any of the above, whether it's donate money, names and addresses, both, or to do your own Adopt the Troop mission and get a care package and send it out to troops, go to OK4TROOPS.com and we'll square you away. Now, we'd like to see, our dream would be 50,000 service members with a packet in their hand, ideally by the first of the year, but we'd like to at least get started on that. The sooner you do it, the more likely they are to get it before Christmas, but even if they get it after Christmas, it'll still be a pretty amazing New Year's present to them to make sure that they keep their oath. Time is short, and from the very beginning of Oath Keepers, my mission has been to reach out to those who still have honor and integrity, make sure they understand the Constitution they swore an oath to defend. This republic cannot fall without their consent, without their going along and obeying unlawful orders. We are confident that when we reach them and teach them more about the Constitution, they will do what's right. So please join us in this effort and try to reach as many of them as possible. You never know how far and what an impact any one of the things you do can make. Every one of those packages can make a huge difference. So please join us. God save the Republic.